Hey everybody, welcome back to IP Farms. Well, it's another beautiful day here in North Carolina. The sun's shining bright. It's Monday, January the 24th. A lot warmer than it's been being. I think the high today is about 47, about 50 some tomorrow. Then it turns cold again, of course. But anyway, a little different for me to be here during normal daily job working hours. But the old big C word there has hit home. Everybody's doing fine. Nothing related to myself or my wife. My daughter has it. So we've all kind of, got to be away from everything for a certain amount of time. You all know how that goes. My job's pretty stringent on it, so we're just abiding by the guidelines as of right now. Fingers crossed everything goes good. She seems to be fine this morning. So anyway, that's gonna give me a whole lot of spare time on my hands this week that I wasn't expecting. So came to the farm, just kind of get away from things. You know, I'm here by myself, not around anybody, so I'm not hurting anything. So we're going to get back started on the farm office this morning. I think in the last video on the farm office, I talked about the wall situation. So I'm going to attempt to build these walls in the floor and throw them up. I said I was going to try to make the videos a lot longer if I can keep my mouth shut long enough, time doesn't slip away. But probably be a lot of high speed. But I'm going to try to bring you along for a lot more of it rather than just turning the camera on me babbling about what I just did. Because the struggles are probably going to be real here. But anyway, we're going to see what we can get accomplished. So hopefully all you'll stay tuned and enjoy it, and let's get started. Okay, I said I wasn't going to talk a whole lot, but I got to explain. You guys know I got to talk. Trying to build this wall right here, I've got to get all these old batter boards off, the ones that stick out quite a ways, and get those tore down first. Haven't nailed this piece of floor down yet. I got to get it nailed down, and then I've got plenty enough room in here. The width that I need is fine because I'm on just on the back side of this stud, and then I've got plenty of length this way. I only need 100 inches, and that's like 120 inches, I think. So what I'm hoping is I can build the perimeter and make sure it's going to go because of the unevenness of the home structure itself. If I can get the perimeter built before I cut the studs and everything, stand it up, if I can do it by myself and make sure it kind of fits in there, you know, as good as we need it to do for this project, then I'll set it back down, cut the studs, put those in, put the tin on it, and go from there. So I'm hoping that do it, fold it down, then the back side will be here. I can just lay the tin right on it, stand it right back up, and nail it in place. Let's see what we can do. Alright, I was able to get that most of those boards taken down over there. I don't know if you could tell in the high speed. I'm trying to fit to see how many of them are sticking out in correlation with my bottom floor joist there. So thank goodness that I haven't got that piece nailed down. I'm going to pull it up and see. I want to say that I've got several 2x6 blocks back there on that for that reason, but I can't remember. But we're going to continue on with that, get everything situated. Probably go ahead and pull all the nails out of this piece over here and get everything ready, clean up a little bit, and then I'll bring you back when we get started with the wall section. Oh look, Andy and Russ, ladybugs. Wonder if that's the killer version of the ladybugs. They're moving, hibernating, I guess. We're going to take care of those in just a minute. Also, a hornet's nest. Can't get away from the bees and the bugs. Hope you guys enjoy it. We can't have that behind the office wall. All right, well, here's the perimeter. This is the most unorthodox method I think I've ever seen in my life. I've been scratching my head all morning trying to figure out exactly how to do this, lay it out. I think I'm to the point where I feel comfortable with it.
So I don't know how to do corners and framing and stuff, so I'm not sure the proper way, so I'm sure that's, you know, not helping the situation. But I'm going to put a couple of screws in this and go ahead and cut the studs and put the studs in it with a couple of screws and stand it up, because I'm here by myself and there's no way I can reach, you know, across the span of 98 inches here. So we're going to hope for the best. I figure if I put a couple of screws in it, worst case, I can take them back out easier than nails. And if it goes up and fits pretty snug, then we'll set it back down on the floor, make sure everything's still square, and go ahead and nail it and screw it together like it's supposed to be. I've got an overhang right here, and I've got an overhang down here, just basically because of the way the steps are going to be. So I'm hoping that I can shimmy this in here, because you can see right here that the stud is against that other wall stud. So when I go up with the top, that stick out part there, I don't know how this is going to work, but I'm going to tell you one thing. It's going to go up one way or the other. This may be the worst wall I've done so far, but we're going to see what happens. So I'm going to put you on high speed. Otherwise, it just takes forever. I'm babbling again on this video, and we'll see what happens. Well, I sure wouldn't make it as a framer, that's obvious, but keep your fingers crossed. It's screwed together. I set the perimeter up there kind of. I didn't want to shimmy it too much. Pulled the tape across it, looked pretty square. Like I said, one end's higher than the other due to the lay of the house structure here. So just to save on time, I'm gonna put you back on high speed and we'll see if we can get it stood up and shimmied in there. If that goes, see how far off it is. And if all goes well there, which I doubt, then we'll set it back down and go ahead and put the 10 on. Bring you back soon. Okay, I might as well waste some more of your time. I don't know. I had to try it before I turned the camera on. That little end piece that I showed you is what the problem is, so I don't know. I don't know if it's gonna go in here or not. I mean, everything, when I do something, is in the blasted way every time. There's a piece of Romex over there that goes up to my light. It's in the way. Oh, looky there. By George. It fits. Hot dog. I'm happy. Okay, now if I can get it back down and get it with some tin on it. I had to, my light's in the way. I had to come out here and shimmy it around and get it past this wall. Thank goodness I don't have a floor plate over there, but okay, let's put some tin on. success. I'm very pleased with that. I had no idea that that was going to work out the way it did. I sure wish that all the other walls would have gone like that. I'd have been done with this a month ago, but like I said in the last video, I think if I had it do over again, I would have lost some square footage, so I could have, you know, got behind it and put the tin up easier. You know, this side over here wasn't too bad, being able to get behind it, but once we started getting between those beams, that's just been a nightmare and time consuming. But anyway, I'm not gonna babble on too much. We'll get situated here and wrap this one up. Got this one last wall here, and I believe we'll have most of the walls up other than the door frames. Okay, we're gonna wrap this one up and call it a video. We'll just say that this is the walls of the farm office, pretty much complete. I won't bore you with the other one over here. It should be 10 times easier because I can scoot it around. That was the longest of the two I had to set up. It went good, so I think the other one will too. It sure was a whole lot easier to get that tin on there with it, not necessarily in the floor, but where I could get to it anyway. So I'm not sure what kind of footage I've got today. I know a lot of it was high speed and a lot of me babbling again. I hope you guys aren't getting bored with these farm office videos, but it is what I'm doing right now at the farm, so I want to document as much as I possibly can. So I think the next farm office video you see will be when I start framing out for the doors here. I was going to do a 36-inch door over here. I think I'm going to end up going with a 32. So I've got to do some calculations and figuring and start getting the frames here worked out. And I'm not real sure what I'm going to do on the front door. But anyway, that's another day. So thank you everybody for watching. Please consider subscribing if you hadn't already. Hit the thumbs up button if you like what you see. It does help the channel out quite a bit. Thumbs down, I understand it's not for everybody, but share these videos, get them out there. Might be somebody else interested in a little bit of this I'm doing. Never done anything like this in my life. They say that metal work is pretty much the same as carpentry work. I don't agree, because if I mess up on metal, I can put it back. If I mess up on wood, I'm finished. But you know, for what we're doing and the practicality of it, I think it's going along pretty decent. So until next time, thank you.